Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Intellectual Kshatriya channel. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. At South Asia Maps, your presenter Dr. J. Reddy will bring you South Asia centric geography, culture and heritage, the abstract concepts in the iconographic form so that they will be etched into your mind very easily. In part 53 of human ecology, subsection of human population, I am talking today about China, the mainland China, that is People's Republic. There are two Chinas. The mainland is China and other China is Taiwan, Formosa. Every year a net of 5 million humans are added in China. Every year 5 million humans are added in China. This is the net addition of population. India is the first largest country that has around about 1500 or so humans, population millions. China is next to India, 1400 millions. That means China and India together constitute around about 3,000 millions. That means 3 billions. That is 300 crores. Planet Earth, this is the planet Earth. As of 2022, it has around about 8 billion people, 8,000 million people, among which 3,000 comes from India and China. In the 52 part, I talked about India contributes around about 11 million or so per year net growth of human population. You make it 10, roughly, just half it, that is 5 million. Every year 5 million population is added to the planet Earth from mainland China. C or S China, you remember, because it is China, you remember 5. So you can write something like 5 here. And this is my main channel, South Asia Maps J. Reddy, and I have made more than 200 or so, 270 presentations as of 2022 September or so. There are varied topics of diverse interest, and I organize them into 30 playlists: agriculture, human population, human ecology, the Bengal region, Sindh province, British Raj, the Karnataka, United Provinces, and historical leaders, and world geography, and Tamil Nadu, Madras Presidency, central provinces, Bombay Presidency, Punjab partition. So whatever is your aptitude, there will be always the video present there. You can go and look at them. And this particular presentation related to human ecology, human population, I will be posting them in this particular playlist, and you can go and look at it. So far in human ecology and human ecology related issues, I have made 50 presentations. They are very interesting. If you go over them, you will get a very fascinating idea how the social, political, economic events that are happening today's modern world have ecological basis, ecological significance, that lot of people give only political, social perspective that is not quite complete. So I talked about the carrying capacity, the amount of the population the land can hold, and taking over of the land by humans, a particular habitat at the cost of flora and fauna, then drawing down the fossils, minerals and metals deep and deep on the planet Earth, the navigations, how the people from Europe, old world discovers new world and colonized it. Humans, Homo sapiens, developed themselves into Homo Colossus, gigantic resource-consuming human beings. What is ecological exuberance? How that led to social exuberance, political exuberance, emotional exuberance that we see today in the Western world, carried on to the many parts of the developing countries, detritus ecosystems, the detritus products and detritivores, ecological ecologies like fossil ecology, trade ecology, fish ecology, oil ecology, fuel ecology, and so on. The concept of carrying capacity and phantom carrying capacity, like that there are nearly 50 or so I made and put them in that particular the playlist in my channel. Now the 52 one we discussed before, that is every decade 100 million people are added from India, that is 10 million a year, round about 10 or 11 million. Now we are talking about 53, the mainland China, 5 million people are added from the mainland China every year. That makes 50 million. Next we talk about Nigeria, which adds almost the same thing, and Pakistan pretty close, 4.5 million people or so. Then discuss about Bangladesh, United States, the most important countries that add most of the population, even though these two are not that important, but South Asian region I added Bangladesh so that you'll have a good idea. And United States I added because it is the country that has the most Homo Colossus, gigantic resource-consuming humans on the planet Earth, and we will continue others later. Coming to today's particular topic, mainland China. Every year 5 million humans added to the population from the mainland China. And this is the place I got this information. I have given it like statistics, demography, and China. And if I expand this one, you can see the information there. Take for example, in the year 2020, this 1439 million people were present in mainland China. In the next year, 2021, 1444 million people. That means if you take this, the net population growth, net means the births after taking away the deaths. There is a 0.034 population growth occurred during that particular year. Based upon that, I am making these projections. Even though the projects, see, this particular year 19, there is a 0.43% increase, next year 0.39, this year 0.34. So there will be more or less. So you get a broader idea. That is the point. And 0.34% means 0.0034. The base in 2020 is 1439. That is the millions of the people. You multiply this percentage with that base population of year 2020, you get round about 4.87, that is the millions. I round it up to round about 5 million. So if you add to this base, you add that to 5 million, you get 44 million population. So that works more or less correct and to give a broader perspective. That means every year in mainland China, 5 million humans are added. That means if you take a decade, 50 million humans are added on the planet Earth from China's side. And 50 million is an enormous population, you have to remember. 5 million itself is a very big number because every year on the planet Earth, you see the planet Earth, here Eurasia, here two Americas not shown well, there are net 80 million people are added per year. I have made a separate video on that, you can check at it. And out of 80 million, 5 million per year added from mainland China, and we already discussed around about 11 million are added every day from India. So when you go to this China, what are the provinces that contribute most of the population here I have given. So remember two important cities, Hong Kong, Macau here, and Beijing, the capital, here somewhere. This is the province called Guangdong province that contributes 111 million people to China. That is the total population. Among 1400, 111 live here. Next other province is Shandong, close to Basin, that contributes around about 100. Other province here is Henan. He means river, Nan means south. This is the south of river. North of the river is Hebei, that surrounds Beijing and Tianjin. So here is 100, that is the Henan province. Other important southwestern part is Sichuan Basin, rice growing area, that contributes around about 85 million or so. All these four provinces contribute around about 400 million population to China. And that means, remember, Hong Kong, that is Guangdong province, Shenzhen and those areas, Macau, Portuguese colony. Then next Beijing, there is a Shandong Peninsula and Shandong province, that is close to Shanghai. Shanghai is like a separate union territory or things like that. Next to that is Henan and Sichuan province. Then next to the Shandong, there is other province, Jiangsu. That I will discuss some other time later. That is the contribution of 5 million people to China every year. And so among the 8 billion people that are present in the planet Earth, around about 1.5 billion is in China, 1.5 billion is in India. Approximation 3 billion out of 8 billion in 2022 or 23. Every year we discuss around about 11 million are added net population to planet Earth in India, and 5 million by China. So 10 here, 5 here, 5 Nigeria, 5 Pakistan. So around about 25 million people out of 80 million people added come from those 4 countries to the global population. Again here I am showing this is the China, this is Shanghai area, Hong Kong area, this is the Guangdong province here. I highlighted Henan province, that is the third most populous, has around about 100 million people. Henan, this is the Sichuan province, and this is the Shandong Peninsula, Shandong province, second most populous province. And this is the Hong Kong, this is the Guangdong province, that is the most populous province in China is the Guangdong province next to Hong Kong. Guangdong and Shandong province, Henan, this is the Sichuan Basin below the Tibetan Plateau. That is about 5 million humans added per year net population to the planet Earth from the mainland China. That is the topic of part 53 of human ecology population. This is your presenter, Dr. Reddy. And if you like the presentations and the content, I appreciate you subscribe the channel and put the comments and also bring it to the notice of your friends. And see you later in some other next presentation. That is the population growth contributed by the third most contribution comes from African country called Nigeria, former Commonwealth country, that is the British colonial country. We'll see you later in that presentation.